If you started creatine this week and keep checking for a day 1 boost, you're judging it at exactly the wrong time. That is how people quit a proven supplement before it ever had a chance to work. Treat day 30 as the starting line, not day 1. You need to know what is actually happening by days 7, 14, 21, and 30. And the last part is the one most people misread as bloating. By the end, you'll know what creatine is doing at each step, what normal water gain looks like, and the simplest way to tell if it is actually working. First, why week 1 feels quiet. Then, what changes as your muscle stores fill. Then, the water part people get wrong. And finally, how to judge it properly at day 30. The first week is usually underwhelming. You take it, you train, and nothing dramatic happens. So you assume it is not doing much. But a normal daily dose does not fill your muscles on day 1. Creatine gets taken up gradually. The first week is mostly the filling stage. That is why early feelings are a bad test. You are judging creatine before your muscles have had time to fill their stores. So make the rules simple. Take 5 grams of creatine monohydrate every day, and give week 1 no verdict at all. About 3 grams a day gets to the same full muscle endpoint in roughly 30 days if you do not load. That matters because if you stop in the first week, you stop before creatine has filled your muscle stores enough to help. Be honest, which one makes you more likely to stop creatine early? No day 1 gym boost or seeing the scale jump? Now, once those stores start filling, the first visible change often is not strength, it is the scale. That is the bit that spooks people. A week or 2 in, your body weight often creeps up. Then the panic starts. Great, now I'm just paying to look softer. Not ideal. Here is what is actually happening. As creatine rises inside the muscle, it pulls more water into the muscle cell itself. So the weight gain is usually water held inside the muscle, not water sitting under the skin. That means the scale can move before the mirror does, or before the mirror gives you enough credit to calm down. Each tool gives you incomplete information. Neither tells the full story on its own. The usual weight bump is about 0.5 to 2 kilos, and the extra water stays inside muscle rather than making you puffy. That is the key distinction. This is not the same thing as suddenly looking soft. So if your weight goes up a bit over the month, don't judge that number by itself. Judge it next to how full your muscles look and how your sessions feel. If the scale is up a little and your muscles look fuller, that is normal creatine behavior, not some disaster. Send this to the friend who starts creatine on Monday and declares it useless by Friday. The real reason people take creatine shows up later. By the 3rd and 4th week, you want to know what you should actually expect in the gym. This is where the mechanism matters. Once your stores are fuller, you have more phosphocreatine available. That's the quick energy system that helps restore energy during short, hard efforts and between sets.
So hard work drops off less quickly. What that means in real life is pretty simple. Your first hard set feels similar, but your later hard sets hold up better. You get an extra rep. A sprint fades less. Rest between efforts does a bit more for you. That is why creatine is not about a magical overnight max. It is about repeated effort. Better recovery between hard bouts makes whole workouts more productive, and that compounds over time. Once saturation is there, strength gains over training blocks can be 2 to 3 times better than placebo. The benefit shows up through slightly better repeated training over time. So around day 30, judge creatine by workout quality. Are your later sets holding up better? Are hard efforts dying less? Are you getting more useful reps across the session? If that clears up the whole bloating versus muscle water confusion, this is the kind of fitness myth worth saving. There's also one small detail that explains why some people notice more from it. If you eat very little meat, you usually start with lower creatine stores, so the change feels bigger once you fill them. If you eat a lot of meat already, the effect is smaller. That does not mean it failed, you just did not start as low. Now for the part that ruins all of this. People break the saturation clock. Some skip days because they forgot. Some keep changing the dose. Some load hard, see the scale jump fast, and then stop because they think they got bloated. All of those mistakes stop your muscle stores from staying full long enough to get the benefit. Creatine works best when the stores keep moving toward full. If you skip days, that fill slows down. If you keep taking huge doses long term, you do not keep getting more benefit. Once the muscle is full, the extra gets wasted. And here's the back third twist. Many people who think creatine did nothing simply stopped before the first month was over. Most early non-responders simply haven't finished the saturation clock. So keep it boring, 5 grams a day. Tie it to breakfast or your post-workout shake or any daily habit you already do half awake. Skip loading unless you actually need speed. For most people, total daily dose matters far more than the exact minute you take it. If you like fitness explained by what actually changes your training and what only feels productive, join the channel. After the first 30 days, do not change the plan. Keep the same 3 to 5 grams a day and raise the standard of what you track. Check your later sets, check repeated sprints, check total hard reps across a workout block. That is where the payoff keeps showing up. So the simple recap is this: creatine is not a day one supplement. Fill the stores first, expect some normal water gain inside the muscle, and judge it around day 30 by better repeated performance, not by early feelings. The one thing to keep is simple. Creatine works on a 30-day saturation clock. Take it every day, stop grading it in the first week, and judge it when the stores are finally full.